Hello everyone, and welcome to our Saturday stream. It's where we just play video games, you know? You know video games. Have you heard of them? They're kind of a new popular thing, if you haven't heard about them. And last time, we were playing a From Software game, King's Field, because I was kind of going from playing Dead Kings, so I thought maybe this week we might play another From Software game. This is probably going to be a terrible idea. I haven't played this before, so I guess we should probably get started and just see how this goes. Alright. So, looks like that we can make a character. Just let me know if there is something in particular, any kind of particular build that maybe would be a good idea, because I don't really know what really we should be doing here. That seems appropriate. Go all faith, melee only. Yes, I always find the weirdest niche games. This is a game you might not have heard of before. It's very underground, very niche, which is a shame because you wonder, why a game like this maybe has not really gotten broken out into the mainstream. Maybe people have not heard of it, but maybe this is something that we could try out. Alright, different classes that we have, and I guess that's probably what we'll do. I don't think we'll spend really any time with appearance, because as far as I can tell, you wear a lot of armor and clothing in the game that just covers up whatever your original appearance was in the first place. Does anyone have any suggestions on if there is a class that I should pick, or should I just go random? Just, go with whatever looks good. Knight is good. Just do that. Noble or Knight. Knight is a good start class. Alright, we'll go with Knight, since start class is pretty much what I need here. Some people are saying Royalty and Mage are the easy modes. Well, let me pick Knight, so I guess that's what we're going with. I guess we'll just see how long I can last here.
King Allant XII, by channeling the power of souls, brought unprecedented prosperity to his northern kingdom of Boletaria. That is, until the colorless deep fog swept across the land. Boletaria was cut off from the outside world, and those who dared penetrate the deep fog never returned. But Valarfax of the royal Twin Fangs broke free from the fog and told the world of Boletaria's plight. That the old King Allant had aroused the Old One, the great beast below the Nexus, from its eternal slumber, and that a colorless fog had swept in, unleashing terrible demons. The demons hunt down men and claim their souls. Those who lose their souls also lose their minds. The mad attack the sane, and chaos reigns. Valarfax spoke of the enticing power of the demon souls. Each time a demon claims a human soul, the demon's own soul is invigorated by the life force, and the power of a mature demon's soul is beyond human imagination. The legend spread quickly. Mighty warriors were drawn to the accursed land, but none have returned. Bjor of the Twin Fangs, Yurt the Silent Chief, Sage Urbane, Gerver the Wanderer, the sixth saint Astraea and her knight Garl Vinland, and Sage Frake the Visionary. The colorless deep fog slowly creeps beyond Boletaria's borders. Humankind faces a slow and steady extinction. The deep fog will eventually swallow all lands near and far. But Boletaria has one final hope. A lone warrior who has braved the baneful fog. Has the land found its savior? Or have the demons found a new slave?
Okay, so as we look at Satsuki, I guess we are, of course, the one who is braving the fog to be the savior of the land. I guess that's us. Yeah.
Brave soul who fears not death. I shall guide you. So that you may lull the old one back to slumber.
Alright, gameplay has begun. Alright, let me just get an idea of how we control things. Alright, move around with left stick, camera with right stick. Alright, D-pad, I can equip different weapons and use select items, I guess, with that. I probably used an item right there. I guess that's probably not what I wanted to do. I used, like, what, Crescent Moon Grass? Okay, so square is the item button anyway. That's a lunge away. I used an antidote. So circle as I lunge backwards. X does not seem to do anything right now. And so triangles, different stances. Alright, L and R are the different arms. So I had nothing in my left arm, so I can only do that. And that's right arm. I guess I can... Is that a block, I guess? Press left to get the shield back. There's the shield. Okay, yeah, so... Okay, now we can block with that. Okay, so triangle is one hand to two hand. Okay, I see. I think I used an item again. Oh, okay, so it's just going to tell me that here. Okay. Two hand all the time? Well, I guess if I didn't need to use the shield, we could do that. We probably should use the shield. Alright, this one's actually attacking. Oh, is there a lock-on? Ah, R3 target. Okay, yes. Turn brightness up a bit. I'm not sure. Can that be done from the game? Oh, there we go, yeah. Push that up a couple levels, I guess. Nope. Probably should stop hitting square. If you want to roll faster, take off your socks. So that makes a lot of sense. I mean, you do really want to feel the feel of your toes on the ground to get a good amount of traction on the ground so you can roll. Armor is much more useful than the fast roll. Alright. Oh, pausing the game does not pause the enemies. Yeah, I think I heard that before. That's good to remember. There appears to be some argument over whether or not the roll or the armor is more useful. Would I rather be mobility or rather armor? It's hard to say in this game so far, but mobility might be better. Okay, so parry is L2, then after parrying, riposte is R1. So that's parry. And then R1 after a successful parry. Alright, we'll give it a... don't bother trying. I guess I should give it one try, though. Up. He looks a bit more intense than what we've been fighting so far. Oh, okay, so I guess, is that riposte? It's an instant death attack? Alright, and that's the two-hand stance, okay. It's not okay, it's not instant death, but it is major damage if you hit it, okay. And he's not walking towards me, he's making me come towards him. Oh, he's got a shield up too. Is he gonna try to riposte me? I'm gonna assume that he's capable of doing that as well. little paranoid about trying to attack him with his shield up, if he's capable of doing that to me. You know, I don't know if we ever get any items by doing that, but I just like to break everything anyway. In all games. Enemies can also backstab you, so okay, so they can come up behind me and give me a super hit then? Okay. Look at this guy! The nerve! If I roll into the items instead of slashing, it's good practice? Okay. Oh, he did drop an item, okay. I'm bleeding. So if I take some grass, will that stop it? I was not bleeding? Well, I guess taking the grass was good anyway, since I was not at full health. Bleeding is an instant effect that happens when the bleed effect bar is filled. It's a very obvious meter. Well, this looks maybe a little bit ominous. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, sure, alright, alright. That did not go well. Lord Rydell, I'm sure, is not impressed with that performance. I haven't been talking a whole lot, but I guess I've just been trying to concentrate, though that didn't really count for much right there.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. drawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. This is the Nexus. It holds together the northern land of Boletaria. Thou canst not exit the Nexus, but each of the 5 archstones will connect into it.
Alright, so I guess we're dead, and it says we can't escape the Nexus, but okay. So I have to amass souls in order to get my physical body back. Well, would I really want my physical body back at this point? I mean, it was pretty smashed when I last saw it. I don't think it's good for much at this point. Alright. I'll keep that in mind. That sounds very useful. Oh, my health is only half, so if I don't have a body, it can't be more than that, I guess. Oh, I haven't seen too much cuteness so far in this game, but I'll take its word for it. Oh, what's that? Someone died here? What, did they attack the merchants or something?
Well, you slipped through the fissure too, did you? You came for demon souls? Or to save this land and be remembered as a hero? Hunting for demons? Try one of the archstones. Now go. That is why you came, is it not? To this accursed Boletaria.
Alright, so I guess he's telling me to go up here, but I guess we should probably talk to all these other people first.
I'm Stockpile Thomas. When the scourge came, I didn't know what hit me. When I came to, I found myself here, in the Nexus. My wife and daughter fell victim to the demons. But I would be worthless in battle. At the very least, I hope to lend my assistance to you brave slayers of demons. I would be happy to lighten your load and look after any excess baggage.
Alright, so his purpose, I guess, is that he can hold on to items that we don't want to hold on to. I mean, that's very convenient that his parents named him Stockpile, if that's the occupation he was going into.
Best of luck to you.
I should talk to people multiple times.
I would be happy to lighten your load and look after any excess baggage.
I guess he doesn't have anything else to say right now. Am I going to summon people from the chat? Well, I don't really know enough about this game to know how anything works, really.
You new here? Do you hear from my services? My name's Baldwin. Just an ordinary blacksmith. It's simple. Just bring me all the souls you can. In trade, I'll give you weapons, or forge ones you already have. With your souls, I can eke out a living, and with my weapons, you can go on living. Not a bad deal, huh?
Alright, so, as you said, there is a talk option.
Perhaps you've already heard, but there's another blacksmith at the entrance of Stonefang Mine. He's an eccentric old man, but he knows his trade well. He's the only sane one left in a town of soul-starved men. If you do meet him, yeah, well, forget it. That stubborn old ne'er-do-well will just ignore you.
Alright, don't know why you brought him up then. I guess
No interest, eh?
we should have no
You're
interaction.
not gonna last long here.
No interaction at all with that other blacksmith ever. There's going to be no
I
reason
would
to.
be happy to lighten your load and look after any excess baggage. When the scourge came, I abandoned my wife and daughter and fled like a madman. When I came to, I was in the Nexus. I haven't dared venture outside these walls since. I wish I could do more, but I am ignorant of the world beyond these walls.
Well, I
Best of luck to you.
guess everyone here probably has their sad story. Anyone else in here we should talk to? So I'm guessing that these statues lead us to other levels. So they kind of directed us as to guess which is the first one we should be going into. There's people down here as well. A lot of messages, if nothing else. So much graffiti being left in the Nexus. It is just shameful, really.
Oh my. How has this happened? Has God abandoned us for failing to show proper respect to King Alant? Oh, Mbasa.
I guess that's what must be what happened. It's your fault specifically.
Oh, Mbasa.
Should have respected the king more. And now look at what's happened. Is Mbasa an expletive in the world of Boletaria? It's like bless you or amen. Alright, so now that I've talked to these people, should I just go out into this stone that this one guy pointed out? He seemed to be inferring that this was, well, implying that this was the first level, I guess. So this is where we should go? The Archstone of the Small King. You know, you don't want to call him that in front of his face. He really doesn't like being called the Small King. Touch the Lordran Archstone first. Well, I don't know where that is. Where is that? All right, I guess we'll just head in here. Alright, old King Doran. He wears a mask because he's so old. Doesn't want people to know. I mean, his mask makes him look like he did when he was young and handsome, and he really doesn't. He's not. He has a poor body image at this point. He doesn't like what he looks like in his old age. There's side quests attached to characters based on actions and dialogue. Okay. Yeah, his armor does have abs, too. He wants people to know that he's got it going on underneath that armor. Although he could just be compensating. Alright, so I guess we're starting off with something pretty serious. We've got a dragon already. What are my thoughts so far? Don't know yet. Haven't really played enough. Oh, don't want to do that right now. Haven't played enough to really have an opinion yet. Okay. Well, that's good to know. It starts right here. Oh. There was stuff back there? Oh yeah, there were crates. I guess I should just smash them. I like how clumsy that looks. Just gonna... Just armor is so heavy, I'm just gonna... There we go. That feels good. Whoops! Oh, I can't break those. Uh-oh! Oh, clumsy! Oh dear, 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 dear. So sorry, I hope whoever owns these things don't come out looking for them. Well, they're probably dead at this point anyway. I can sword the barriers, though. Yeah, it does appear I can sword them. Flop onto them? Alright. Okay, I guess that's the backstab then. Thanks. Well, I mean, I don't get it right every time, but yeah, it just seems to be hit the enemy right before they hit you. And so far, the enemies have not moved so fast. Well, I hope whoever set that up isn't coming back. Whoops! Oh. Oh, there are no stairs there? It's, yeah, just flat out pit, is it? Alright. Oh, someone was just curious. Yeah, maybe it will be different if I try it. Surely I wouldn't just die, like that guy did. I'm sure there would be something valuable in there. Eat the grass? Alright. But guess I should have checked to see if there's anything in there first. Yeah, I mean, people keep talking about this sticky white stuff. I'm sure it'll be in... I'm sure we'll encounter some of it at some point. I'm sure it's, something involves some deep lore having to do with Demon Souls. Now, everyone is so violent in this game. I don't know why we just can't sit down and just talk over our differences. Instead of all of this sword slashing and murdering. I think the people of Boletaria have a lot to learn. Actually, yeah, it isn't as violent as an M. Dickey game. It's true. M. Dickey games are far more violent. Is that guy just throwing bombs? I guess so. So, should I get in? Should I go in there? Or is there something about that? Is it just a trick? Alright. Try holding with both hands. What? Look, man. I'm trying to fight you just fair and square, and you're just hurling bombs. They obviously do not know anything about chivalry. Well, if you say so. You know, I think that person put that message there right where the bomb was going to come down on purpose. I think just maybe he did that. Can I get in there? Get that thing? Check my inventory? Alright, let's see if I'm in a safe place here. I think I am. Someone said there's a pillow in the inventory. Inventory. I don't know, I didn't see anything. Oh, there's weapons or healing items that I might prefer. Did I get additional weapons? Okay, there's the long sword, and there's the mail breaker. Okay, alright, I do have a second sword there. I see it. Wait, no, is that a scabbard for my sword? No, I think that's a scabbard, yeah. It looks like it says I have both of these swords equipped. Is that what it's saying? Vive would not recommend the Mailbreaker. It's right on the D-pad to swap to it. Yeah, that's a lot smaller. And that's bigger. And we all know bigger is better in all cases at all times. You are not hiding from anyone. Did someone just throw a bomb right... Look, how rude is that? He's like standing a few feet away from me and just throws a firebomb at me. Is that a boulder at the top of the stairs? Is someone gonna push a boulder at me? Alright, so clearly, whoever that is up there has nothing else to do with their time but wait for someone to climb the stairs and then push a boulder down. So if I start to go up the stairs and he pushes the boulder, will I have enough time to run back down, or will I not have enough time to do it? See, I'm getting kind of high. Oh yeah, I'm coming. You see me, I'm coming up there. You see where I'm coming. Follow the rock. Okay, the rock broke open. Oh no, did it? Can I get it from here? Oh, a bastard sword. Well, let's see how that is. Just want to make sure I'm in a... I was about to say safe area, but is that someone standing right there? Looks like it. Looks like they have a sword, so I guess they probably can't shoot me or anything from there. I might not have the stats to try this out. Let's see. I could use it with both hands. I could. Hold on, Alright, so that is the sword that I'm holding right now. But to get any strength, I'm gonna need to use it with two hands. Is that about right? So is it good to use the bigger sword if I don't get to use the shield? Well, I mean, I guess I can pull the shield out, but I have to keep putting it away if I'm gonna actually use this, I guess. When I level up, dump points into strength. Big sword use strength, katanas and curved swords use dexterity. And I should switch back to the normal sword before going ahead. Alright, let's, yeah, maybe we should do that. Maybe it would be better to be able to just use one-hand sword and have the shield out. Hey, how you doing? Things going okay? Does he mean down there? Because I think you're lying, message. I don't think I'm gonna find anything valuable down there. I can make the Mailbreaker slot and Bastard Sword slot. Yeah, I mean I could replace this with Bastard Sword. Oh wait, it is actually telling the truth? Am I walking slower? Because now, okay, now I'm really heavy. Yeah, I thought I was walking slower. I think someone made a tactical error. Did that do something? I'm gonna assume that did something. And, did not learn the first time. So, I'm gonna assume that did something when I go back down to the bottom. There's an item beneath it now. Oh, hey, turpentine. Just what I needed. I'm gonna assume that has a use. Oh, fire sword. You put it on the sword, and then you set it on fire. Yeah, okay, I can see that. I can see that. The cling ring. I should probably see what these things do. Lose less hit points when in soul form. That's probably good, right? At least for right now. Oh, yeah, okay, I have a slot for rings down here? Okay. There it is. Okay, we got an entire old ragged wardrobe. And some old spice, because we were really starting to sweat and, you know, kind of smell maybe a little unpleasant, so it's good that we have this. So, I mean, I can't imagine I'd want to wear that. I mean, maybe if I was a mage or something, but... Switch out my helmet for the hood? I don't seem to have an alternate headwear. Oh, no. I also didn't see the jade thing appear in there. I picked up a jade thing, and I don't know where it is. It's a quest item, okay, so I can't actually put it in my hair to make me look pretty, I see. Now that I'm stronger, I can jump in that hole, no problem. So am I back where I was to begin with? I'm back here. I unlocked a shortcut. So, it's a shortcut that will stay open. Okay, that's good, but I don't know where I should go now. Any ideas? Should I jump in the hole? No, I probably should not jump in the hole. So, up is progress. I should keep trying to go up. And that's just back where that's where I started from. Okay, yeah, when I was up here, there were two ways to go, and I only went one way. Okay. And there's a fog door as well. Don't try the other way? I should not try to go that way? I should stick to the fog door? So is this way I should be going, and not the fog door? Oh, people are saying don't do the fog door. So this is the one that should not be done? Alright, I mean, we'll try walking back down this way as well, then. See what's over here. Oh, I never got whatever that guy dropped. So there seems to be a lot of dispute about whether or not we should go through the fog door. Or whether we should go up this way. I mean, whoever went through here seemed to say that we needed fire. Fine. Take a vote. We'll say vote for 1 on fog door. Remember, 1 is fog door. Number 2 is this right here. Well, it looks like fog door is the clear favorite of the chat. It does seem that we are going with fog door. All right. Hey, how you doing? Try falling through, you say? That guy just hanging out right here, waiting for someone to come along. Hey, how you doing? What's going on?
Good day to you. Care to look over my wares?
Sure.
Mostly stolen, but who's telling you?
Who really owns anything in this place?
Be a brave knight or depraved slave, the demons will snatch your soul, and you'll go mad. And those who dare cling to their humanity are hunted down. It is the end of Great Boletaria as we know it. But hell, at least the demons don't send us to our deaths in battle.
Aren't people the real demons?
Go ahead, take your time. I'm not going anywhere.
The charade of a world order we live in, where men in power send people to their deaths.
What the devil's wrong with you?
Sorry. Right, forgot about rolling. Oh, alright. Whoop. I didn't forget about lock-on. I just wanted to have free running around in that bit. Didn't want the camera angle to change around to keep on the enemy. What are people saying about a spear? Oh, I could have bought a spear from the merchant. I mean the sword doesn't seem. Sword seems all right so far. Ah, archer up there. That's kind of a pain. He can heal himself? Kind of want to get rid of this archer. He's so inconsiderate. Like, I'm trying to fight this enemy, and he's just hanging out up here. Just being a jerk. archer still around somewhere. There was the same archer just knocked down to the ground. Well, I guess he can... All right. Oh, wow. That was quite a good bloodstain. Sorry, quite a good message, not a bloodstain. Bloodstains are things like this, in which I guess someone got... Yep. Yep, that's what happened. Oh, hey, you're right. There's a dragon is right there. He's just having a nap, you know. Just hanging out. No reason that we should get in his business. What, that guy? He just looks like a guy. There's a bunch of guys over there. They're just kind of standing. Maybe I should head the other way. Can still hear him flapping around. Ah, okay, he's also over here. Oh, there's two of them! Alright. That's good. That's good advice. I should be careful. Alright, so I can see some corpses over there, and it looks like that they have items. So I'm guessing I could try to run down there and get the items, but I don't feel confident about that. Let's see, what about over here? Alright, I should be able to hear the dragon coming, I think. And, yep, I can hear him coming. I can hear the flapping. I hear Flappy Dragon coming this way. Well, at least I was able to pull out a couple from there. Yeah, there's the dragon. Alright. So Flappy Dragon is not attacking those other guys. I have a feeling that if I remained on here, that he would probably attack me. Okay, there he is. So, at least I can see where he is. try to figure out how much time I have before he gets back over here. Alright, there he goes, so I'm assuming that I need to run out at this point onto the bridge. Nope, that's a bad timing to do that. At least I got those archers. Is tonight going to be souls only? I guess at this point we'll just see how long we can go before I die. Alright, he actually did attack that time. And, no, he's still here. I don't know why he doesn't like me so much, but it's clear. Alright, I think it's probably clear enough for me to make a go for it. Let's see if it's true. There's a switch over here I should flip? Let's see. I am the switch, huh? Okay. Something in here? Oh, wow, that dragon's tail was really close. This right here, okay. So was that the main... Wrong lever. Was that the main gate? these two together. All right. Oh, what is that? It's like some kind of slug with a shield on it, throwing a spear at me. Alright, it's probably not the way I'm supposed to do that. Ah, okay. Yeah. Right, so this was the beginning, and might I assume we have reached the boss of the level? Could probably assume that. I guess we're doing as well as we can, so I guess let's jump in there and see what happens. Oh, should I look at the equipment? Alright. So is there anything that I have... Oh, I should equip the turpentine and use it first? Its weakness is fire? Alright, so the turpentine. Let's see. So I can see it here. It says it's equipped. I press down on the D-pad to use the turpentine? Change the consumable items. Oh, okay, there it goes. Alright, so then I would press square to apply turpentine to the right-hand weapon. Should I do it out here? Or should I wait until I get in there? Check shields. I should have a better shield. Let's see. Oh, hey, Knight Shield. I also have Slave Shield, but I doubt it is very good, so... Oh, okay. Probably not much of a... Probably should just go back to Kite Shield, then. Alright. Let's go in there. Alright, the phalanx. And... Alright, that's... I guess that's it right there. It is a lot of shield slugs. I do have fire bombs, so I guess this is as good of a place as any to use them. Well, that one didn't do much. Oh, all right. I guess we did it. So at this point, should we just return to the Nexus? Is there, or is there anything else I should be looking at around here? Oh, hey, I am human now. I got my body back. Back to the Nexus we go. So I think that's probably enough of Demon Souls. I was thinking I would just play until I died, but hey, we got to the first boss and beat it. Well, not counting that one guy who killed us pretty quickly. So maybe that's enough of it for right now. Oh, hold on, we got story.
The monumental awaits the above. The monumental will explain the nexus to thee.
Alright, well, it looks like that she has given us our next task.
The monumental awaits the above.
Go find the monumental.
The monumental will explain the nexus to thee.
But, that'll have to wait. I guess we'll probably return back to Demon Souls at some point, but for right now, I think that's enough. Do I have to manually save, or is there an autosave in this game? No save I see, so I'm assuming it's autosave. It is autosave. Okay. So, I think that, like I said, it's a pretty fun game for right now. I think that it's all right. I mean, it seems like it plays very well. I mean, yeah, people say that it's hard, but I mean, it also seems like it has very well done, refined controls. It seems like it doesn't really give you anything that you can't handle at any one time. Be sure to equip through the quit game. So when I leave, I should quit through the game. Make sure I do that to make sure it autosaves. Okay. So, yeah, it's a quaint little title. Maybe more people should get to know it. But that's it for Demon Souls for right now. I think we'll take our little intermission as we do, around 10 minutes or so. We'll come back, we'll try out something else. And, yeah, Demon Souls seems pretty good right now. I enjoyed this hour and a half we spent with it. So let's take a few minutes to get some refreshments, and we'll come back in around 10 minutes. Welcome back, everyone, to the stream, and welcome back to the Immortal. I mean, I was trying to beat this game, and I am determined that we will do it. I am sure, almost, kind of, that we will beat the Immortal tonight. Maybe. Alright, so I tried a little bit of practice with the Immortal. What's the first YouTube library song during the intermission? I believe it was called Court and Page, I believe. Oh, hold on. Last time we left off with the Immortal, we made it to the Norlac, the water monster that was blocking what little remained of the Fountain of Youth. And the goblins wanted us to get the Norlac out of there so they could reach the fountain. Alright, here we go. And we find Dunrick, who we've been searching for this entire game, but it's all for naught. Because he's killed at the last second by this troll. Back at the beginning of the game, the instructions given to us by our teacher, Mortimer, were actually for Dunrick. He wanted Dunrick to come down to this dungeon to try to find him, try to rescue him, but as we found out, well, as are we finding out, Mortimer is not actually a captive of the goblins and trolls. Rather, he seems to be commanding the trolls. We have his ring. We can give it to him. And since we give him his ring, he's able to conjure up 3 spells: Body Statue, Magnetic Hands, and Sonic Protection, because Dunrick is apparently an actual wizard as opposed to us, and because we're not a great wizard. We can't really do any spells besides what we're given. Oh, and by the way, that ring that we gave Dunrick, if you remember, that was the first item we found back at the beginning of the game. I mean, we could have not picked that up. And if we didn't, then we wouldn't be able to give him his ring here. And if that happened, we wouldn't be able to get those spells. So, again, that is the kind of game that the Immortal is. Alright, here's our friend, who is actually not our friend. Rather, he's working for Mortimer. And now that we have discovered Mortimer's nefarious plan, he has to kill us, but, I mean, we're not going to let him do that. Would it be possible to beat the game without those spells?
No.
Let's take a nap. So, we don't really know what Mortimer's plan is. All we know is that he, under false pretenses, caused us to come down here to try to rescue him, as well as with Dunrick, and he kidnapped Dunrick's daughter, so why would he do this? And remember the dream that we saw last time. Men attacking dragons. They cannot live together. As we saw with Demon Souls, men and dragons, they can't get together. And somehow the dragon's being killed by some kind of flash of light. Anyway, let's head down here, because it's time. We have to forget about all that, because it's time for the Norlac. It's time to try to get the Norlac into that whirlpool that's down there. And yeah, someone suggested last time that you have to tap the A button to go faster. That is true. That is true. We have to speed up by tapping the A, and try to be able to make the corners so we don't ram into the corners and lose time. But the Norlac, he's just hanging out down here, in the way, and we have to tell him we're not going to put up with that. We have to get up real close. Get up real close. Closer still. Okay, here we go. Tapping that A button. Make that corner. Oh, we are the worst wizard, but we are the best at rowing on a barrel. We have to be to escape the Norlac. Get around those corners while tapping the A button. Tap the A button. It's getting closer. Oh no, I bounced off a corner. Maybe we can still do it. Maybe we can still do it. We're getting there. Oh, we did it. Congratulations, we died by going down the whirlpool. We died, and so did the Norlac. That's always kind of my favorite thing about that level. We try so hard, and really the thing that we're trying to do is get sucked down the whirlpool, which should kill us. Was that the hardest part of the game? Yeah, I think it is. Someone mentioned there was a non-standard death if we went up the ladder. It's true, if we tried going up the ladder, a tentacle from the Norlac would have pulled us back down. But now, isn't this strange? We find ourselves in this place, saved. Somehow. But how? Well, we must have come through here, but we can't go through there. We can't go back. It's too small. I guess we might just take the spell of fire protection. Blink spell? Sure, we have 6 of them now. Alright. So now, I'll let you in on something. That ladder leads to the last room in the game. the lowest room of the labyrinth. So I guess Mortimer must be down there. Some kind of conflict is about to happen when we head down. Let's see what we have. Okay, we have the amulet. Now, this is a strange thing, because we can hold it up to the light. But if we read the runes, we would die in a flash of light. So we've never done that. We used the amulet back at the first level to reflect some sunlight. But for some reason, it has some kind of powerful magic that will kill us if we read the runes. We have gold. We have 6 statue spells. We have magnetic hands. We have sonic protection. We have 6 blinks, and we have a spell of fire protection that can last around 3 seconds. So, we're loaded up with magic. I guess it's time to go down and have a chat with Mortimer. Well, that's strange. There's nothing here. This is the lowest room in the labyrinth, yet there is no one and nothing here. Oh no, we fell into a pit trap, and there's no escape for us now. Alright, let's not mess around here. So, we're face to face with the dragon, and as we all know, dragons can kill you very quickly, and that is the case here. He will breathe fire on us, and it will kill us, unless we use blinks. Let's try to use... We only have 6 of them, though, so let's try them. Okay, using blink, I can teleport out of the way of his fire. And yeah, it would kill us in one hit, of course. That's 4. Look at this stare off. That's 5. I did that wrong. And he's just breathing fire on my corpse. On my charred corpse. Okay. By the way, when you die here, you don't have lives. You have to put in the password every time to get back. Last week, I believe someone said it wouldn't be difficult to just... Would it not be difficult for them to just programmed in a continue screen? And no, it would not have been difficult for them to do that, but if you think they would have, you missed the point of the Immortal. The entire point is to be as difficult for the player as possible. Yes, I'm sure they knew that having to put in a password every time you die against the dragon is a pain. Of course they knew that. Why wouldn't they know that? They did it anyway. Do I know how to do the Easter egg? I'm not actually sure which Easter egg you mean. Oh, okay, the Easter egg. Maybe you're talking about when you find the developers? Yeah, that one is not in the Genesis version. For some reason. Okay, let's try this again. Blink. You have to do it just at the right time. If you do it too late, it won't work. If you do it too early, you'll reappear while the flame is still on you. That's 5. That's 6. We're out of blinks. We have no more blinks. What do we do? Alright, chat, we have no more blinks. We are all out. The only thing we can do, this spell of fire protection that can last 3 seconds. And that's it. Well, oh, the dragon is taking a breather. Well, what can we do when the dragon has to wait to catch its breath? Statue? Sonic? Magnetic? I don't know why any of these things might work. Maybe we can try to dazzle the dragon by shining light into its eyes. I'm sure that might work. We don't want to read the runes, because that would kill us. Well, oh no! That's our teacher, Mortimer. He demanded that we read the words of the amulet, but we did not. And it turns out that he let us down here for the sake of reading those words. Well, he looks like he's about to kill us since we have no use to him, so I guess we're going to have to fight magic with magic. Which spell would we use? Oh, let's just say use statue for some reason. This timing is pretty sensitive. Okay, so he shot lightning at us 3 times, and we were able to turn ourselves into stone in order to block the lightning. And yes, the dragon is just watching what's going on here. Now, you might think that with Mortimer's next attack, I would use statue again, but no, Mortimer's about to use a sound attack to explode my head. So I'm going to use sonic protection. It's pretty loud. Oh! It's true, we've used up our magic. Mortimer's been helping us the whole time to bring us down here. Yeah, that amulet that he's holding up right now, as long as he has it, the dragon won't attack him. So now we know some of the story. Mortimer is actually the Immortal. Or maybe the dragon is the Immortal, because both of them have been alive for millennia. Or at least a millennium. The dragons used to govern the Fountain of Youth, but then the wizards, led by Mortimer and his amulet, killed all of them except one dragon. The dragon came back for revenge and destroyed Mortimer's city, and now Mortimer has wanted revenge for the past thousand years. He needs someone to kill the dragon with the amulet. He's not going to do it himself because he would die. So that's been his goal the whole time. He's been training apprentices, trying to get them to come down here and kill the dragon. So if you wondered why we are such a bad wizard, I guess that's the answer. Mortimer didn't really teach us anything. He was just pretending to, so we would eventually come down here. Anyway, Mortimer is holding up the amulet. Well, I mean, the only thing we have left is magnetic hands. Wonder what that might do. And so Mortimer, not quite thinking that through, the amulet was taken away from him, the dragon finally killing the last of the old wizards, and going back down into the abyss, where he rests. So that girl is someone, she's Dunric's daughter. We encountered her previously and we gave her her ring. And now, in return, she's come to rescue us from the abyss. If we did not give her the ring, it would have been just some random goblin that comes down. And yes, that's correct. Mortimer did not give us the spell. Dunric gave us the spell when we gave him his ring. Yes, a random goblin comes and rescues us in that case. So, I mean, that's the end. That's game over. I just wanted to play through the Immortal because this was actually one of my favorite games as a kid. yeah, I don't know, just something about it captured my imagination of going through this labyrinth and trying to figure out what was going on and trying to figure out how to actually get anywhere or do anything. It's a game that demands perfection, though. As you saw in the end, we had to use those specific spells in a very specific order at using very specific timing, or else we would have died. Did I beat it as a kid? Yeah, but I did have a strategy guide to do it. I did not figure it out by myself. And if we did not pick up Dunric's Ring at the beginning, we would not have been able to get any of those spells. And we would have, we have to figure out how exactly we're supposed to use them. And every time we die, we get a game over and have to put in the password. So it is a game that is a huge asshole, it's true, but I like it. So that's it. That's the Immortal for the Genesis. Yeah, I think it's a fun game, but I guess it's for a very specific taste. Something else, another game that kind of abuses you that I like for the Genesis. Hey, Shadow of the Beast. I don't think I played this on the stream before. But this was a game that was originally on the Amiga, ported to the Genesis. It was known for its difficulty, and it's kind of funny because the Genesis version is apparently even more difficult on the Genesis because the timing of the game is wrong. It's faster on the Genesis than it is in the original Amiga version. So this was the one that I played, which apparently is harder than it's actually supposed to be, and that's kind of funny. There's a boulder. It's a boulder just kind of bouncing around the landscape, as they will, and giant bats. Keep getting hit by that. Have I played the Shadowgate remake? I have not. Might want to get around to that at some point. Hey, look, it's home. Let's go in. So what am I exactly? I am a person who has had a curse cast on me to turn me into the beast. Well, a beast. The enemy we're trying to defeat is also a beast. So here we are in a dungeon, and that banister just kind of spits fire at us because it's a jerk, is why it does that. It's a giant bee. Oh no, I'm getting hit. Getting hit is no good because we only have one life in this game. If I die, then it's game over, and we have to start the whole thing over again. That's a big reason why this game is so hard. I never did beat this as a kid. Later on in life, I eventually did. But yeah, back then, this was just too much. How many times can I get hit? Well, I lose a hit point every time I get hit, and my hit points are in the upper left. There's this guy. He's spitting fire. He has a bouncing ball. I'm gonna kick that ball. I'm gonna kick that ball right out of his hand. Can I heal myself? Yeah, there are healing items, if I can find them. What am I exactly? It's hard to say. Okay, I destroyed the ball, and because of that, I can now punch energy. It's kind of what I can do. I can also go in here. Okay, now we warped. Now we're over here. And now we go this way because there's a giant, death sled thing, whatever that is. and if it touches us, it will kill us. Oh no, there was a block with a demon on it that wasn't there before, and it's stopping us from leaving. And we killed it. And when we kill it, we lose the ability to shoot fireballs. Don't try to make too much sense of Shadow of the Beast, because it will defy you in trying to do that. It will not allow you to make sense of it. It just is. What's the plot? Well, we want to kill the beast so we can become human again and no longer a beast. Hey, that says don't touch. Well, you know what the beast thinks about that? That's what the beast thinks about that. Alright, so this gives us full health. So yeah, there are healing items in the game. It's just that there are not too many. Look at these bouncing eyeballs. Look at them having a good old time, just bouncing here all day. Shadowhog, is the Genesis using RGB SCART? Yeah, actually it is. It's a SCART connected to a Framemeister. This guy died with his key in hand, or rather in eye. Find the door, it opens. We gotta find it. Alright, let's go and find that thing. These eyeballs just can't get enough of bouncing. Misty Faust, the Framemeister, is it's a scan converter. Lets you convert video signals into other video signals. Look at this racing snail. It's so fast. It just bounced me off of him. Punch that snail right in its face. And we have to avoid the very dangerous Signosis logos. They will kill you. We got a racing slug, too. Look at all these skulls. Skulls coming out of the ground? Who ever heard of such a thing? Oh, hold on. Got full strength. There's no fall damage, but I was hurt by, I think it was the racing slug that got me as I was going down. I do not envy this guy. He seems like he has a hard job. And here's a ghost, because why not? It's just there, it's a ghost. Why wouldn't there be one? You can't think of a reason why not. Now I got the power punch, which I need to beat the boss of this level. Why can't I punch energy anymore? It's because I defeated the Death Sled, is why. Now there were rockets attached to the bottom here. Alright. So now we reach the boss of the level, which is kind of like this dinosaur, fire-breathing thing. I'm gonna power punch it. Punch it good. Now it's dead. Is this one of those games that are really short, but the difficulty pads out the game? Oh yeah, the game is actually quite short, but it will take you a long time to beat it. So we made our way out of the underground. However, it's so late in the day. It's also Getting uncomfortably warm. It's just letting you know what the weather's like right now. Alright, we made it out of there. The character designs of this game are pretty good. Oh, I'm getting hit so much. You know, that guy thinks he's so scary, running at me with his arms up like that. He's not impressing anyone. It's a pretty dangerous world. Like, stuff just comes out of the ground everywhere. And you wonder what those people in the blimp up there are thinking as they look down on this. It must be pretty nice to be able to ride around in a blimp. Look at these eyes going in and out of the foreground and background. They think they're so big because they can move along a z-axis. I don't think too much about that, though. Look at that dragon holding this little bomb. It's such a little bomb, and the dragon's just carrying it around everywhere until it eventually drops it. That bomb is not gonna do anything. It's just giant hands coming out of the ground. I don't know why they're... why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they be doing that? Someone just fired a firework at me. I should not try to fight the fireworks. I should just try to avoid them. This is not looking good. Alright, I could go in there, but I probably should get that torch first. Oh, they're welcoming us! Oh, the air is so thick with moisture, it's so humid in here. I need to get an air conditioner in this castle. Alright, I could leave. Oh, this is some great decoration they have here. Now, okay, this is not... I don't really remember how to get through this. I remember how to get through everywhere up to here pretty well. Yeah, okay. So it ended up not mattering. I should enter my initials. Right, and there we go, we're back at the title screen. You know, never actually says Shadow of the Beast on the title, just says Beast. And even though I did okay, Rob still is the king. How far away was I from the end? I still had a good deal to go. I had to go through that castle, then there's a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up stage, and then there's one more stage that's like the beginning. And then I think that's it. Let's play a little bit of Phantasy Star II. This was one of my favorite RPGs back as a kid. I don't think we'll play too much of it, but we'll just see with the beginning of it, because I like it. So, released in 1989, Phantasy Star II, I think, might have been the first RPG I played. And I remember being very confused by it, like the idea of a game where the combat worked through menus instead of, you just being able to jump around, move a character, and attack, things like that. The idea of a game where everything was controlled through menus was just really weird to me. I did not understand it. It's a good thing it came with a hint guide, a walkthrough, because I would not have been able to figure out anything. So in Phantasy Star I, the world of Matavia, or Moda, was a desert world. And then we begin Phantasy Star II, and as it turns out, that the world has been terraformed. There's all vegetation, it's all green and nice. So there's been a lot of changes in this world since Phantasy Star I, due to the supercomputer Mother Brain. Alright, let's start it up. Alright, let's start a new game. Well, in this game, we play as an agent working for the government of the world, so... So this was the final battle from Phantasy Star I. The main character we see there, Alice, fighting against Dark Falls, or Dark Force, whichever you want to call it. It's a giant demon, but we can't move or speak. We have no time to be worried like a child about nightmares in this modern age, especially since Mother Brain is controlling everything. We don't need to worry about anything. So it's time for our toughest job after working for the government for 2 years, as the commander just helpfully mentioned to us. So, Mother Brain never makes mistakes, but it turns out there are monsters all over Moda. And it looks like Mother Brain isn't going to help us with this. We have to figure out where these monsters came from, and we have to do it by going to the Biosystems lab and getting the recorder. So, we know that the monsters came from the Biosystems lab, but we don't know why or how. So we're preparing for the trip, but Nay is worried. Not sure if it's pronounced Nay or Nee. See, she is not a human, she is a Newman. You could tell by the ears. And the society rejects her. Yeah, basically it's sci-fi elf girl. Should be Nay if it's spelled the same in Japanese. She wants to go with us on our adventure, and we just cannot keep her from coming with us. When it says I took my sack, I always like the idea that we have a sack on a stick, and we just put it over our shoulder and we're about to leave. Alright, we'll let her come with us. So there she is. We could talk to people. A bindle, yes. Alright, a man named Darum is on the North Bridge killing people. We probably shouldn't go there. Probably should. Maybe a government agent should handle that, though. Maybe I should go home because someone strange might come looking for me. Well, that seems like a reason to not go home. Well, kid, I mean, don't really mean to preach, but I don't know if that's really a good, you do what you want. I know plenty of people who do. Just armed all the time. Alright, I always really like the design of the weapons dealer. It's like real 80s anime right there. Her hair is bigger than her head. Okay, what we want. Well, you can't... You know, at first you won't really know what it is you need to get, but we're gonna get a steel bar. Which one of you lugs is gonna hold it? This lug right here. No, I like big hair. I like the big hair. Yeah, I want a second steel bar. Yep. Alright. The reason we want that is because currently Nay is not equipped with anything. And you know, that's a fun surprise to find out about if you go into battle right now and you find out she has no weapons. So we're going to equip her with these bars. And actually, bar is a mistranslation. It's supposed to be claw. So they're like Wolverine-style claws that she's wearing on her forearms, if you want to think about what that looks like. York has a knife. We could equip him with a second knife, but we don't have the money. Talking about Darum, yep. Yeah, I always thought that bars were just basically like metal bars, but no, they're just like big claws that she wears. Alright, let's go to the central tower. They mentioned, well, we could go to the room. Do you want to go into the room? Here's the room. I don't know, we just came into this room. Baggage, please? No, there's not. We could drop off items here that we don't want to carry, if we wanted to do that. We go to the library. Here's the librarian. She understands that York and the others are going to the biosystems lab. I mean, I'm right here. You don't have to call me by my name. We could talk about the history. It used to be a desert, but since Mother Brain was brought in, Moda has become a green planet. Let's talk about biosystems. That's where we're going. Creatures suitable to live on Moda are created through breed improvements. So you got some eugenics going on Moda. I don't know about that. So there was a new creature, however, that was created in the Biosystems lab that is dangerous to humans. So there is a dangerous creature that was created, but we don't know really anything about it. Oh, hold on. Let's head back in that library. What about Climatrol? It controls the climate, as you might guess. And the dam? There are a bunch of artificial rivers in Moda, and the dams built between them control the amount of water flowing to and fro. They're called Green Dam, Yellow Dam, Red Dam, and Blue Dam. Guess why they're called that? I like that. The cards needed to enter the dams they don't know where they are. Their location is a secret. You might think the government might know where they are if they have to go into the dams, but no, apparently no one knows where they are. And what about Mother Brain? It's a computer, controls everything. Everything. Oh, what's that? Mother Brain controls everything, but no one knows who made Mother Brain or where it is? Well, I don't think we have to worry about that. I mean, I would like to ask more about that bit about how no one knows where it is, and Mother Brain is apparently God. It just works. Oh, yep. Darum is there. Right. If someone dies, we can get them cloned at the clone labs to come back to life. Oh, thanks. That actually doesn't mean anything. We don't have to maintain our weapons. Don't. Kid, that is a really bad attitude to start off life with. You see, in the world of Phantasy Star II, people don't have to work. Mother Brain provides for everyone. It's kind of like Star Trek. You don't have to work, but you do if you want to. Cloned, we actually die. Yeah, I mean, if we die, we get a clone of that character at the clone labs. So yeah, the character is actually just dead. We are just getting a clone back. No one addresses how weird that is. They just act like it's very normal. Alright, so we're walking around. We could go to the North Bridge. I believe someone said something about there being someone here. This is bad news. Let's just go back. Yeah, he's standing there, and we can't move forward. You would think that since we're a government agent, maybe we would have the jurisdiction to maybe bring that guy in or something, I don't know. But, we can't. Alright, we got enemies. First, we have to set Nay to attack, and, let's just get going. So, the game only has this one background when it comes to combat, but a thing that impresses me about the game, considering the time it came out, is how all of the characters and all of the enemies are animated. They all have little idle animations, and they all have their own specific animations for their attacks. That's pretty impressive for the time. Oh, I don't like these guys. So what we're gonna do, we got froggies. So York, he has Foy, which is a fire attack magic, and I'm going to use that. I don't want to mess around with these guys. There we go. Alright, Nay gained a level already. Oh yeah, that's right, it's not magic, they are techs. We don't have MP, we have TP. They don't think too much of their town. No, yeah, we can see. The scoundrels have blown open the door with dynamite and stolen all the things. Oh no, the things! Where did the things go? Alright, they're in Shur, though we don't actually know what that is unless we had a map. They still have 2 more dynamites, so they could blow up more towns with the dynamites. Oh, so they know about Darum, and he has a daughter named Team. And they could have lived a happy life if it wasn't for the scoundrels. They just went around the house, went around the town, whoops, blowing up all the houses with dynamite. Let's get healed up. Dynamite isn't very futuristic, it's true, but apparently they just have sticks of dynamite. They always come from the east, it seems. So these people have nowhere to go. Oh, this kid doesn't think Darum's bad? Team was kidnapped, you say? Maybe by the scoundrels. Wow, wait, that doesn't seem possible. How is there anyone left in this town if all of the men are dead and all of the women are kidnapped? Okay, they're just the powerless and are only waiting to... This has gotten very dark. Yeah, there seems to be nothing unusual here, except the mass graves. Alright, there's more things here, but we can't afford any of it. A thing about this game is that you need to grind a lot in order to make money and experience, and we just don't have that money. Why weren't they brought back to life? Hey, cloning is expensive. Here, we'll see. This is the clown that runs the clone labs. No, they're not going to explain why a clown runs the clone labs. So, we could get someone cloned, but it would cost money. Alright, you might remember that someone in the first town of Paseo said that if you got to a new town, maybe you want to go back home, because there might be someone strange waiting for you. I wonder about that. Can I clone when I'm alive? No, they don't let you do that. They don't let you have multiple yous, though I guess technically there's no reason why you couldn't. Do you lose all of the experience? I don't think so. I mean, do you mean experience points? I don't believe that's the case. Do you mean that just as a person, do you forget all your memories? No, I mean, everyone seems to be just fine after being cloned. They don't seem to realize that they're not the original person. Is the weapon shop person just the same person cloned a bunch? It might be. I could not say for sure. Why do we not have a gun? Well, none of our characters use guns yet, but that might change. If you don't clone and die, is it permadeath? Well, we might encounter permadeath at some point in the game. For some reason. Not even a lightsaber? Well, we might get a lightsaber at some point. But yeah, right now we're just using a sword. Look, technology developed in a different way in this world than it did in ours. She has no concept of personal space. Yeah, I do kind of like the idea that she's just literally standing immediately behind us, no matter where or how we walk. Alright, let's see. Oh, okay. This is our house. So, since we went to that town, now when we come back, there's a knock at the door. He heard about us, about having to solve the mystery of the biomonsters. Well, hey, he's a professional biomonster hunter? That's exactly what we need. He has little talent, except that he is good with a gun. That's perfect. That is exactly perfect. His name is Rudo, but maybe we know a better name for him. I think we do. I mean, he is good at one thing, and he should not forget about it. I will call you Guns! Hey, Guns. You're Guns. From now on, that's your name. Alright, let's get him into the party. We've added Guns. That is much more reassuring. I always feel much more secure and safe with Guns. We can't rename Nay? No, we cannot rename her, because her name is actually kind of important, story-wise. He's got a bow gun, which is technically not a real gun. I mean, he gets better guns later. He's not such a great gun right now, though. But with 3 characters, these early game enemies are much easier now. Oh wait, I didn't heal myself. I probably should have done that. Well, look at it this way. The reason they have all this high technology is because of the mother brain. It's not like they did it themselves. Nay is a tech that can heal stuff, so let's do that. So they didn't actually earn any of this. Rather, the mother brain just gave it to them. And I'm sure there are a bunch of Star Trek episodes that are all about a society that gains undeserved technology. And they, it's just kind of weird because in all other ways, they're not developed enough that they would have all this stuff. But they just kind of fell into it. Nay is the best early game character because she's the easiest to get weapons akimbo with, and so she gets 2 attacks in each of these battles, whereas everyone else is only getting 1 for right now. Eventually we can change things up, but for right now we just don't have the money. So they said that the scoundrels came from the east. What kind of name is Miss Seta for Cash? Look, I'm not going to be judgmental about the name for future Cash. I'm sure they had a very specific reason for why they chose that name. So if they came from the east, I suppose we could look around here and encounter stronger enemies. Fortunately, there's only one of these locusts. It doesn't look like any locust I ever saw, though. And yes, guns has 0 techs, it's true. He can never have any magic. What's the downside to guns? He has to make up for it with his guns. Any techs, it's true. Okay, so here's Sure. It's the first dungeon in the game. So the only reason we're coming here is because we know that these... So that's Froggy's super attack. That can potentially hurt everyone. But fortunately only hurt guns. Now, we're not doing too... yeah, look at this. I think we might need to beat a hasty retreat. Let's see if Nay has enough TP. Yeah, she had enough for one more. So I think we're gonna have to get out of here. It is an essential part of the Phantasy Star II experience of being dramatically hurt by enemies and having to crawl our way back to town. Oh no, Nay is dead! Until we clone her and, you know... Well, if we are able to, because we might die before we make it back to town. Yeah, she is straight up dead. You can see the tombstone right there. Dead. Sit right there. She's not level 3, she's level dead. Yes, cloning a dead person and pretending that she never died to begin with. That is what we're doing. I don't know if there maybe we can assume that there was nothing left of her to bury. Maybe she was eaten by the frogs. Let's think about it that way. Let's use some magic to make sure that we can get out of here. What tissue sample did they use to bring her back to life? I don't know, maybe they took like one of her boots or something? And like used skin flakes from it to make the clone happen? Look, I'm not an expert in cloning, but I assume that would work. Alright, let's talk to the horrific clown and return her back to life. Okay, oh, only 60. It's cheap to bring someone back to life, actually. Alright, there she is. It's like she was never gone. So yeah, they never really addressed that in Phantasy Star II. About how people die just permanently, and that's kind of how it works, and you're just kind of copying them and pretending that they're the same person. Didn't really think about it as a kid, but it's a little dark. It is a little dark. But I think maybe I'm getting kind of tired, so maybe that's enough for the stream this week. Well, we got did some interesting things tonight, I think. We played through some Dark Souls, no, Demon Souls, I should say. Those are completely different games. And beat the first boss. Finished the Immortal. Played a little bit through Shadow of the Beast and Phantasy Star II. Not a whole lot of games, but a few. And I think that I had some fun. I did have some fun with Demon Souls. I mean, in comparison to King's Field, of course, the controls in Demon Souls were very polished, very refined in comparison. So I had a good time with that. Maybe we'll return to that at some point in the future. I'm not sure. And we finished off the Immortal, so I'm glad to have that done. I enjoyed that game. It was one of my childhood favorites, so I'm glad that we got to see through it. Next week, of course, we don't have a stream because it's the last Saturday of the month. But then, when we come back in the first week of October, things might be getting a little spooky, a little scary, a little spine-tingling. Maybe, I don't know. But maybe we'll be seeing a little of that in the streams for October. We'll see. For right now, however, have a good night, have a good week, and I'll see you in October, and try not to get cloned. Because, I mean, maybe it works fine, but, you know, maybe you die for real, and the person who has copied you is just some doppelganger who looks like you and sounds like you, but is not actually you. That could be the case. So have a good night, everyone. We'll be back in October. I'll see you then.